Like many of my peers, I've been an avid supporter of Ledger Wallet for many years. It was the second hardware wallet device that I bought some 6-7 years ago, and I have a great affection for it. However, my trust was shaken when they introduced a monthly recover subscription that seems to compromise the essence of private keys. I talked about it on this channel, so you probably know about this. Ledger now has a method to extract the seed phrase and private keys from existing wallets, which is a useful recovery option for the masses, but that puts all of us OGs in shock. Despite Ledger being a reputable company, I no longer felt comfortable storing my main crypto funds on the wallet. So I decided to spread my crypto across many devices for extra security. Should anything happen to any of my wallets, the goal is to have less damage done. Hence why I will be storing no more than 50,000 or 100,000 worth of crypto in each wallet, and this means I need many of them. I don't mean to brag about my wealth, but I've done well over the years. Anyway, I'm also sharing with you my experience here on this channel, and I have conducted evaluations and reviews on various cold wallets such as Trezor, Keystone, Cool Wallet Pro, OneKey Classic and OneKey Touch, Elipo Titan Mini, SecuX, KeepKey, Bitbox O2, and also the first generation Tangem. I hope I didn't miss any. Each of these devices has its advantages and drawbacks, so by sharing this with you, I hope to help you make a good choice where you park your crypto for the long run. I'm also using metal plates for storing and safekeeping of the seed phrases that all of these devices generate. And I always emphasize how important it is not to lose the seed phrase of your wallet. It is the only thing that anyone needs in order to steal your funds. They don't need the device, just the seed phrase. This is why I was drawn to Tangem in the first place. This was the first wallet that I came across that doesn't generate a seed phrase, at least not in the conventional way, where you have to keep it separately. Instead, the wallet is generated on a set of cards the size of a standard credit card that you can keep in your purse or wallet or bag or pocket. Convenience, check. It comes as a set of 2 or 3 cards, and I do recommend that you get the 3, of course, because one of these is your main card and the other 2 are your backups. This means that you have 3 backups altogether and you can operate with any of them. But this raised a lot of other concerns, like what if I lose all of them, or what if I lose one, the other malfunctions, and then I'm left with just one, and maybe I lose that one too. There are plenty of scenarios like this, as you can imagine, so I see this being addressed in the new Tangem Cards 2.0. So let's dive into the nitty-gritty of this new, improved model, and I'll give you my detailed review. Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Corner episode 658. This is a video podcast where we talk everything crypto, to help you navigate easily and safely in the cryptoverse. I left timestamps in the description below, so you can skip back and forth any parts of this video if you need to. Alright, let's start with the first impressions. The new Tangem wallet has a beautiful new minimalist design and improved user interface. It is ideal for newcomers. All you need is a smartphone that supports NFC, this is the touch sensor functionality, and the Tangem application. That's all. No batteries, no wires, or even a computer will be necessary to use this wallet. It offers a seamless and secure experience for digital assets management. In fact, they proudly state on their website that out of almost 1 million cards issued to customers so far, not one has ever been hacked. Bold. There are more than 37 networks supported and their tokens, so we're talking about thousands of tokens. You can see them listed here. I won't go through that list, just pause and read it through if you need to. The design is the same as the first generation. It looks and feels just like any credit or debit card that fits in your wallet, thus making it ideal for day-to-day use. And this is what I like most about it. I travel a lot, so I don't like carrying too many devices with me, especially tiny gadgets that easily get lost. So having this in my card holder is much more convenient for me. I have an app on my phone that I use to check my balances and execute transactions, approve transactions, and all I do with the card is tap when I need to approve a transaction. I don't need it for anything else. I can receive crypto in this wallet anytime. The fact that I don't have to connect a device with cables or Bluetooth or enter PIN numbers, scan QR codes, and all of that just to complete a transaction makes it much faster, which is why I'm saying that this is my ideal daily cold wallet. Most of the other cold wallets I have are for medium or long-term storage. This is the one that I use now with exchanges, for instance, where I move my coins in and out almost on a daily basis because I don't want to keep my money for too long on exchanges. It's not safe. I was using Trust Wallet for this up until a few months ago when I found Tangem. Trust Wallet is good, don't get me wrong, but it is still a hot wallet, so not as secure. And there were many reports about hacks and other issues with Trust Wallet this year, so I moved away from it with the first Tangem cards that I got a few months ago. I will keep using them, but now I added this new set of 3 Generation 2 Tangem. The best part is that the same app is used for both of them, so I don't need to add any more apps to my phone. Also, I have the app on both of my phones and it's synced with both devices, so that makes it even easier for me. If I forget one of my phones at home or if I lose one of my phones, I can still operate with my other phone, same app, same cards, same everything. By the way, I negotiated a discount for anyone who wants to get this wallet. So use the coupon CryptoCorner and my link from the description below. To lock in 10% discount, you can get the 3-pack for just $60. That price is unbeatable, guys. The 2-card set is $50. It's totally worth the extra $10 or $12, whatever it is, for the set of 3, in my opinion. The new Tangem wallet has several added features that differentiate it from the older version of the Tangem cards. Those who know the first generation Tangem cards will remember that there was no seed phrase. This was both good and not good enough for some. Good for those who don't want to worry about losing their seed phrase, but not that good for those who might want to use the same seed with multiple devices or maybe migrate from an older device to this one. Well, with this new version of Tangem, there is a seed phrase option. There are now 3 ways of private key generation in this wallet. First, using the certified true random number generator, which generates and stores the keys inside the card's chips. Neither Tangem nor anyone else knows it, and no copies exist in space and time outside of the Tangem cards. This is the default recommended option, and it's how it used to be with the first generation cards too. This is what I refer to when I say no seed, because you never get to see it. Second, you can generate a seed phrase with the Tangem app and import it into the card. The wallet software selects 12 random words from a word list containing 2048 words based on the BIP39 seed phrase standard, which is how all other brands do it. The software then converts that into a binary seed from which it generates a private key and a public address for each of the blockchains that you will be operating with. The private keys are then uploaded and stored on the Tangem cards, and the public addresses are actually what you use to receive coins into your wallet. And the third option is importing your seed phrase from another wallet. This is what you will need if you are migrating from an older device or a different wallet. Importing your seed phrase from another wallet will give you access to all of the coins and the tokens that you are already holding in that wallet. Indeed, with this new version of Tangem cards, you can import and export wallets via the standard BIP39 seed phrase technology, which apparently was requested by many of the users. Quite a popular option. I have to point out here that this is still not recommended by Tangem though. They maintain that their position that it's best to avoid reusing seed phrases and that it's best to let the wallet generate everything internally to avoid any risk of private keys being compromised. So, if you're not too experienced, best stick to their original method, where you will set up your wallet with their app and without extracting or importing a seed phrase. But the option is there for those who are more experienced and want to use it. And if you do, the wallet will generate a 12 words seed phrase that you can keep separately and use with another device later on. Otherwise, it will generate it internally, it will not display it to you, and will sync it with the other two cards, the backup cards. Basically, these are the backup cards, just like the seed phrase backup that you will keep for another wallet. And if you're worrying about losing your seed phrase, well, people will be worrying about losing these cards as well, so it's kind of the same thing. The way you protect your seed phrase is the way you should protect these two backup cards. And one of them should probably be stored in a different house, different place. Make sure that it's stored really safe. And the other two you can use for kind of on the go. One can be always with you, in your wallet or in your bag or anything. And then the other one could be just somewhere easy to find in your house in case you lose this one or misplace it. But the third one, make sure that it is in your parents' house or somewhere else, maybe in a safe. People are actually putting this in vaults, in bank vaults, and really secure storage and stuff like that. And I feel this is the best way to secure it. The main advantage to having a seed phrase is that you can use that seed phrase with another device later on, and you can store it onto a metal plate so it's safe from fire or water damage. The main disadvantage of having a seed phrase is that if someone else gets access to it, your crypto is gone. The main advantage to not having a seed phrase but just using these extra cards as the only backup is that a stranger cannot sync them with the app on their own phone because they're already set up with the app on your phone, and they will need all the three cards in order to set it up on their phone. So make sure that you never keep them all together. That's the point of having three, is to keep them separately, not in the same place. But the main disadvantage to only having two cards as backup is that losing them could mean losing access to all your wallet forever. That's why I say get the set of three cards, at least you have less of a chance of losing all of the three. Both methods, seed or no seed, have their pros and cons, so it's really up to you. I need to point out that if you create the wallet without the seed phrase option, generating a seed phrase later will not be possible. You can also disable access code recovery. This is another new feature. When using the app, you have an access code. It is like password. This is the first line of defense against unauthorized users. If you download the app on another phone, you need that access code, and also every time you open the app, you are prompted to enter that access code. If you forget your primary card's access code, you can use one of the other backup cards to restore access by resetting the access code. They've gone even further now and made it possible to turn off the access code recovery feature, which is a security bonus. Most importantly for me, transaction history has been added. This is another new feature, something that I was really hoping for, and Tangem didn't disappoint. In the past, we had to check transaction history directly on each of the blockchain explorers, for each blockchain that you were transacting on. Not very convenient. There's too many inputs and outputs data there to confuse you. So seeing that the new app offers a list of recent transactions makes it much easier for me. There's a few other new additions to the app, like token price changes, so that we can see the change in value and daily P&L for each asset. Rapid access, this is when you hold your finger a little longer on any of the coins or tokens and you get a drop-down menu to perform different actions. Also, hiding your balance if you're in a public place and you need more privacy, sorting coins by balance or manually, and also group by network, and dark mode. These are all new additions to the already very intuitive and user-friendly app, which is available on both iOS and Android. You can tap your card to your mobile when you are getting started, and this will prompt you to download the app directly from Google Play or the App Store. So this way you avoid getting an app that is not legit. You don't have to search for it. You will sync your main card first. They're all the same, so it doesn't really matter which is the main card. You just choose one of them, and the first one that you sync will be your main card, and the other two will become your extra cards. They will be your backup cards. You will repeat the setting up with each of these cards, and I advise you to do all of this at the same time to avoid forgetting or getting things mixed up. Also, make sure that you sync all of them at the same time, because if you sync your main card and you sync only one of the two as backups, that's it. You will not be able to sync a third backup later on. This has to be done at the same time. You can, however, only sync your main card and then do the backups later on, both of them together. But that's the thing, once you set up a backup card, if you only do one, you will not be able to do a second one later on. You have to do both of them at the same time. Bear in mind that the initial setup might need some time, so don't freak out if it seems like nothing is happening. Just have patience and make sure that the card touches the phone the whole time. If your phone has some extra heavy-duty case, like this one that I have here, just to be on the safe side, maybe remove it. Also, another thing that I want to point out, if you want to mix cards from different packages, if you bought a few, and combine them, you can do that, but you can link no more than 3 cards to one wallet. That's the maximum. So choose well the first time. Yet again, this is why I recommend getting the 3 from the get-go. And lastly, the question that I was curious about, and maybe you will be too. What will happen if the company shuts down and stops operating and the app won't be available in the App Store anymore? If you can't use a seed phrase to migrate to another device, then what? I actually asked this question to the team and they have it in their FAQ. The app works independently on Tangem servers and will continue to work even if the company shuts everything down. On top of that, you can also always download the Tangem app on their GitHub. This is their GitHub page. I downloaded the app from there and I will keep that file stored safely just in case. Alright, well, with all this said, let's summarize. What are the pros and the cons of using Tangem Wallet? Pros first. Well, ease of use. You just tap the card on your phone to access your crypto. In addition to convenience, security. Well, the card's EAL6 Plus certified chip is as secure as a biometric passport. Smart backup. The chip in the card generates a random private key which never gets exposed. The cards establish a secure connection with each other and transfer your encrypted private keys to each of the cards. Also, there is a seed phrase option now. You can import or export your seed phrase. And your Tangem wallet can be with you anytime. There's no need to charge it or connect it with wires. The cards can fit in a wallet or card holder with your other credit cards, so you can sign your transactions anywhere. And also value for money. It's priced at around $60 with the discount that you get by using my link below. You are guaranteed the best value for money currently on the market. What are the cons? Well, currently you generate only one public key for each blockchain. That means that you have one public wallet address to share with everyone, which is not great. And other wallet providers allow multiple addresses, so this is something that I want to see improved in the future. Also, fees. I didn't find an option to change the fee that I'm paying when I'm sending crypto. I don't always change the fee, but sometimes it's handy to be able to do that. Another thing that can be considered a drawback somewhat is that if you don't generate a seed phrase, it's more convenient for the short term, but you depend on this brand only. So it's not a solution for life, but it's ideal for right now, so day-to-day use is fine. If I want to park my crypto here for retirement, I will have to use the seed phrase. So maybe in 20 years time, I will sync it with a different device if I have to, and not worry about the software being out of date. So in conclusion, the new Tangem wallet is surely a step up from the older version of the Tangem cards. It offers several new features that make it faster and easier to use, ideal for frequent, on-the-go kind of use. It's very secure and with excellent reviews from everyone that I know, and my own experience with it so far has also been really smooth. I have nothing to complain about. If you are looking for a hardware wallet that is lightweight, fast and secure, and doesn't cost hundreds of dollars, Tangem is definitely the way to go. If you want to compare it to the other leading brands currently on the market, then grab my free ebook from the description below, or you can scan this QR code. It's called Best Crypto Wallets, and I list there all the most popular ones, hot and cold. I have used them all, and I give you my personal view on each of them so you can make the right choice. And this wraps up today's review episode of Crypto Corner, guys. I hope this helps, and if it does, show your support, leave a like, and don't forget to use my link from the description below to get your discount for any Tangem products for life. And also, while you're here, just pick another one of my videos.